Hey there storytellers, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I'd keep it really fun and really simple. As you can tell from the title down below, I am just doing a quick bookish quiz to see what combination of Shadowhunters I am. So I am new to the Shadowhunters universe. I have only read the Infernal Devices. I'm getting ready to move on to Chain of Gold for the last hours, and then I'll progress through there. But I do know of the main characters, at least through the Mortal Instruments. I don't have a good grasp on what happens in the Dark Artifices, so that may throw this quiz off a little bit. Either way, I'm really excited to see what combo of Shadowhunters I am, so let's get right on into the quiz. Okay, so let's get right on into this. Which two Shadowhunters are you? These 12 choices will reveal which combination of Shadowhunters you are. So it goes into how many eventual series there's going to be and yada yada yada. Let's get down to starting the quiz. Okay, the first question. Choose one of these TV shows. We have Riverdale, Breaking Bad, The Big Bang Theory, American Horror Story, Jersey Shore, RuPaul's Drag Race, The Voice, and Grey's Anatomy. I have only ever seen episodes of American Horror Story, Riverdale, and Breaking Bad. The other shows I have absolutely no interest in whatsoever, and I don't love Riverdale or Breaking Bad, so I'm going to go with American Horror Story. Question 2. Choose a Shakespeare play. We have Hamlet, Romeo and Juliet, King Lear, Macbeth, Much Ado About Nothing, Julius Caesar, Twelfth Night, or The Tempest. I have read a decent handful of these plays. I personally am a fan of the tragedies. Twelfth Night is my favorite comedy, but I do love me a good tragedy. I think Macbeth might actually be my all-time favorite Shakespeare play, so that is the one I'm going with. Choose a school subject. We have chemistry, no. Biology, maybe. Math, no. English, always a fan. History, gym, no. So I think the answer is pretty clear. I'm gonna go with English. Our next question is choose a Shadowhunter ship. And if you don't know what a ship is, it's a pairing of characters that you root for in terms of having a romantic relationship with one another. And our options are Clary and Jace, Simon and Izzy, Alec and Magnus, Tessa and Will, Tessa and Jem, Julian and Emma, Christina and Mark, Ty and Kit. Obviously, the last three options are from the Dark Artifices, and I don't know those characters, so I don't know who I'd root for out of those. That eliminates them. I know the original Mortal Instruments characters, and obviously I know the characters from the Infernal Devices. I think after everything, though, as much as I like some of the other pairings, I think Alec and Magnus has to be my ship. I just love seeing them together. It's my favorite. Next question is choose an aesthetic. So we've got a leopard print. We've got like an rainbowy opal marble kind of looking pattern. We've got ocean waves. It's gonna be tough. We've got something that looks like palm trees with like a sort of space geometric kind of line background behind them. We've got something that looks like a galaxy star print, and then we've got Disney Castle. Well, I can tell you I can eliminate the bottom three options altogether. I do really love leopard print. I own a lot of it. I like the way stones look, so I'm loving the opal as well, but the ocean is near and dear to my heart always, so I think to be 100% true to myself, I have to go with the ocean aesthetic. Coffee order. So we've got actual coffee, black. We've got what looks to be a cup of tea. The next one looks to be some kind of like iced frappuccino kind of looking deal. The next one is what looks like a cappuccino or a latte because it's got some latte art in there. The next one is cold brew or iced coffee, and then the last one looks like a hot chocolate. Now, if we were just doing hot drinks, I would go hot coffee black because that's what I like. But because there is an iced coffee cold brew option, that is what I'm gonna go with. I will drink iced coffee or cold brew even in the dead of winter. That's how much I like it. Ooh, now we're getting into the nitty gritty. What motivates you? We've got success, power, family, love, justice, and spite. Well, I would argue that it depends on what kind of action someone is taking. But overall, I would say success motivates me. I am definitely pretty driven to succeed in the things that I decide to undertake. So I think that's going to be my answer for this one. Choose a series. Obviously, this quiz was made before the last hours, so that's not an option. We have the OG Mortal Instruments, we have the Infernal Devices, and we have the Dark Artifices. I don't know enough about that one to really count it as a yes or no, so it's really between the Mortal Instruments and the Infernal Devices, and as much as I can see why the Mortal Instruments would kick off this whole Shadowhunter world and get people into it, I definitely think that it's going to have a hard time competing for me for the Infernal Devices because I really loved that one. I legitimately cried as I listened to the last chapters of Clockwork Princess, which is the last book in that series, and I don't know that the Mortal Instruments is going to top that for me. So I'm gonna go Infernal Devices. Choose an ice cream cone. This is fun. Ooh, so it looks like some kind of aesthetic. We have a purple and blue one with some kind of purple and blue ice cream cone. The next option is a red, orange, warm-colored option. Each ice cream cone is being held next to a stack of books with a background that matches. And so the ice cream is like orange with a red cone. Our next option is a pink background with like pink, red, and purple books next to a red ice cream with a pink cone. And then we have a rainbow stack of books with a black cone and then rainbow stacks of ice cream in it. Then we have a blue background with pink books and then a green cone with a light green ice cream on it. And then last but not least, we have a gold background with a black book and a gold cone, or black cone with like a vanilla ice cream on top. So choosing a cone, I think out of all of these particular options, while I don't normally go for something like this, I think the one that's catching my eye that I'm liking the best right now is the red, orange, and yellow aesthetic cone. So I'm going to go with that one. Choose a hybrid Hogwarts house. This is a little bit hard because most quizzes I take, it's very clear that I'm a Slytherin. And then after that, it's not so clear. I'm almost fairly evenly divided between the other houses if you were to consider it. So I'd have no trouble being placed in Slytherin if I were a Hogwarts student. But the question is, where would I be if not in Slytherin? And probably based on the way others have characterized me more than how I might characterize myself, which is sort of how you get sorted in Hogwarts to begin with, right? I'd probably go with Ravenclaw. But our options were Gryffindor and Slytherin, Gryffindor and Ravenclaw, Gryffindor and Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw and Hufflepuff, Slytherin and Hufflepuff, and Slytherin and Ravenclaw. So I'm going to go with the very last one, Slytherin and Ravenclaw. Choose a member of the X-Men. This is a comic book group that I do know a little bit more about. I am not a huge comics, Marvel, DC kind of person. I'm not hugely into it, but I do like the X-Men a little bit more in terms of interesting characters. So we have Cyclops, Jean Grey, Wolverine, Storm, Nightcrawler, and Iceman. Now, I don't know all of them, but I do know most of them. and I'm not actually hugely fond of this particular list. The characters from the X-Men that I really like aren't listed, other than Wolverine, so that's a pretty easy choice for me. I'm gonna go with Wolverine. Okay, last question before we get an answer. 12 of 12. Our question is, choose a rune. For those of you who aren't familiar with Shadowhunters, they are descendants of angels and humans, and they mark their bodies with runes to give them enhanced abilities. So I'm assuming this is asking you to choose a rune that you would want. We have sight, as in like clairvoyant sight, I believe. So you can like see the downworlders and you can see the Shadowhunters, things like that. We have fearless. We have parabatai. Again, for those of you who don't know, a parabatai is sort of your brother, your friend, your other half, essentially your soulmate in the Shadowhunter world. It's another warrior who swears an oath with you to fight by your side, to live by your side, to die by your side, to be everything that you need when you're feeling down a lot of the time. So a parabatai is a very strong bond. We also have angelic power, which I think just heightens their natural Shadowhunter abilities. We have the rune for becoming soundless, and then we have an Aratsi, which is a healing rune. I think it would be cool to be soundless. I'm between, I think, parabatai and Aratsi, because I think it would be pretty cool to be able to heal yourself. But I also think it'd be really cool to have that sort of soulmate other half that's destined to help you just be a warrior and fight. Okay, I'm gonna go with parabatai. I like the idea of a strong bond more than being able to heal, because I feel like in time you would heal either way, so we'll see. I'm gonna go with parabatai, and let's see what my results are. Hey, interesting. My results say I am Henry Branwell, who I know is from the Infernal Devices series, and Anna Lightwood. I'm not sure what series Anna is from. I'm not sure if I should be. It says, you're ahead of your time, reader. You have a way of seeing the world around you that others don't share. Some words to describe you: ingenious, sophisticated, self-assured, but sometimes scatterbrained. Facts. Pros and cons to being such a trendsetter. I think I could have been given a much more insulting combination of characters if I had chosen poorly. Yeah, I'm not mad at it. I think it's a nice compliment, if anything else. So I had a lot of fun doing this. If you want to see me do more bookish quizzes, please let me know by leaving a like down below. And don't forget to click the subscribe button if you want to keep up with me and all my bookish adventures. And you can always ring the little bell so that you don't miss a beat. I will be back with another video soon because I'm feeling like rocking and rolling right now. So, bye guys.